Good morning, and thank you for joining me for another episode of Boots on the Trail, another special episode actually of Boots off the Trail, as we are hiking off trail today to Mill Creek Cascade here in Cades Cove. You see steps back there behind me. We are getting ready to depart here. Of course, hike off trail at your own risk. Make sure you study your maps, know where you're going, and prepare as much as possible. Mill Creek Cascade is actually the longest continuous cascade in the Smokies at nearly 200 feet. This is a very, very large waterfall that we are hiking to. It's going to be a pretty strenuous hike out to it today, but we're looking forward to it. And overall mileage today, the answer is we're not quite sure exactly how much, but we do know we've got about 2,000 feet of elevation gain to get there, again, off trail. So it's going to be a bit of a slow go, but we are looking forward to it. Thank you guys for joining us today. We'll see you down the trail. A few battle scars so far. Not quite to the falls yet, but about 2 miles in. Good morning. It is the morning after we completed our hike to Mill Creek Cascade, and the reason that we're doing this now is just simply because by the time we got back yesterday, it was so late, it was almost dark, and we were just flat tired.
Slap out.
Absolutely. So before I go any further, I do want to give a very special shout out that I failed to do in the intro of this video to Johnny Osborne with Johnny on the Trail. You can check out his content here, and Johnny was able to help us out with a little bit of the mapping for the first part of this hike. So thanks again, Johnny, appreciate you. So steps here, I do have some questions now that we're all back safe and sound. Number one, what did you think of Mill Creek Cascade?
Mill Creek Cascade was amazing. That is a hidden gem, to be sure. It is a beautiful waterfall, little cascade, big cascade. Tough hike to get there for sure, but well worth it to make it up there.
This is your first real experience with off-trail hiking. What did you think about all of the off-trail that it took to get there and beyond?
So I guess I'll say this. As long as you know what you're doing, the off-trail to get up to it is strenuous for sure, but again, well worth the price of admission to get up there and see that. When you get there, and if you're smart enough to go with somebody else who's maybe more versed in the trails in the park than you are, when you get there and you see how beautiful this place is, and then your friend tells you, well, it's like 4 miles to get back, but it's only 1.5 miles ahead to get up to the AT. What he's not telling you is that it's 1.5 miles that is straight up, straight down, through impenetrable rhodo, through sticker bushes, brambles, everything else that will, well, for me at least, untied my shoes that are double knotted 3 times. He's not telling you that. So when he tells you we can either turn around and go back, or we can forge ahead for 1.5 miles, for the love of God, turn around and go back. That is the smart play. Was that not the right answer you were looking for?
Did you die?
No, but there were times that I thought I might. It was a rough climb out. It was a very, very challenging climb out to get up to the AT for sure.
So describe to me in 5 words or less what you were feeling, your emotional state, any of those things when we finally reached the Appalachian Trail.
On one hand, I'm going to use more than 5 words. Disappointment. It seemed like such an achievement that there should be a band playing and a welcoming committee and streamers and confetti, and there was none of that. But I've never been so thankful to see a trail in my life. I will never complain about another trail. It's a trail. Getting on the AT was like driving my grandpa's Cadillac. Yeah, it was so nice to be back on a trail. I didn't care a thing about what the trail was like. It was a good trail, but so nice to be back on a trail and not fighting through what we had been fighting through for the last, how many hours?
A lot.
Yeah, 3, 4, yeah.
Well, thanks everyone for joining us again for another episode of Boots on the Trail. Happy hiking.